To be clear, neither the words Holy Grail nor the concept of a Holy Grail ever appear in the Bible. The term first appeared in the 12th century romance Percival by Chrétien de Troyes, a French poet known for his writings on King Arthur. In the story, Percival, a knight of the Round Table, comes across the Fisher King, a king fishing on a river who invites him to his castle. There, he sees a beautiful young woman carrying a golden serving dish, which de Troyes calls a grail, in a procession. Later, Percival is chastised for not asking the purpose of the Grail, which, if he had asked the question, would have healed the Fisher King's wounded father. The dish contained a single wafer that was the only sustenance of the wounded king. After this, many interpretations and translations of the story of the Holy Grail were recorded in the 12th and 13th century. During this period, the most accepted theory of what exactly the Holy Grail is emerged. In the late 12th century, French poet Robert de Boron wrote a poem about Joseph of Arimathea. De Boron wrote that the Holy Grail is Jesus' cup from the Last Supper, which Joseph used to collect the blood of Jesus at the crucifixion. The Last Supper is one of the most well-known stories in the Bible, with Jesus having his final meal with his 12 disciples before his crucifixion. In the book of Mark, it is written, "And as they did eat, Jesus took bread and blessed, and brake it and gave to them, and said, Take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it. And he said unto them, This is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many." These acts later became commemorated in the communion service in the Christian church, where believers take a small sip of wine from a chalice and have a wafer placed on their tongue to remember Christ. Later, the book of John recounts the crucifixion, including a scene in which one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water. While Joseph of Arimathea is referenced in the New Testament as a disciple of Jesus, nowhere in the Bible does it describe him collecting the blood of Jesus in a cup or vessel. In other stories, like Wolfram von Eschenband's Parzival, the Holy Grail is not the cup of Jesus, but a stone. The differing descriptions of the Holy Grail have led to a much broader use of the term, which can be seen by looking at the second definition of Grail in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, which states, the object of an extended or difficult quest. In his seminal work, The Hero with 1,000 Faces, Joseph Campbell describes the goal of the hero's journey being the attaining of the ultimate boon, which is exemplified by the Holy Grail. There are a plethora of allusions to the quest for the Holy Grail across the arts. Some examples include T.S. Eliot's poem The Wasteland, Richard Wagner's opera Parzival, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
What is your name?
My name is Sir Lancelot of Camelot.
What is your quest?
To seek the Holy Grail.
What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Right, off you go.
Oh, thank you.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
It's more beautiful than I'd ever imagined.
And in Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake's song Holy Grail.
Sipping from your cup till it runneth over. Holy Grail.
The concept of the Holy Grail has been alluded to incredibly frequently, partly due to the fact that the archetype of the hero's journey seems to have come from it. While the Holy Grail was not referenced by name in the Bible, and the creation of the concept came much after the formation of Christianity, it has served as a pillar for Christian mythology since its creation.